Well, it's a very exciting time. You can call that in cancer research and treatment. Gift of Life is an amazing organization that's helping to raise the bar and make a difference in people's lives. It's a world leader in facilitating bone marrow and blood cell transplants for children and adults suffering from many life-threatening diseases like leukemia and lymphoma. There are many heartwarming stories of transforming adversity into success, and tonight we have a very special guest joining me. This is Wendy Siegel. She is a community activist, advocate, and great philanthropist, and such a joy to have you here today.
Thank you, Ernie. Thank you for having me.
This is a terrific organization, Gift of Life. I know you have a personal attachment to it, and giving people a second chance who have blood cancers and so forth, that's so important, isn't it?
Absolutely. We really believe that everybody should have a chance to get a match if they need one, and that nobody should ever die from not having received a donor.
Well, listen, you know firsthand, you were one of the very fortunate people who received the Gift of Life, and that's quite a story.
Absolutely.
Tell us about it, Wendy.
In 2012, I was diagnosed with a very aggressive form of leukemia, and I was told very early on that I would need to have a transplant in order to have my life saved, and it became a very immediate process to go about finding that donor. Gift of Life found that donor for me, and I was able to have the life-saving transplant. So
a wonderful story,
amazing.
and I know in 2012 you were honored by the Gift of Life organization. We have some video that we're going to show, and you met your donor.
I did
indeed.
What a
moment! What a moment!
Incredible, incredible. To think that one person stopped by at a table, swabbed, a very simple cheek swab, and because of that, our DNA got matched up, and he was willing to give his cells for my life and save my life.
And that's all it takes, Wendy, right? I mean, you know, they used to have blood tests, right? But now you don't have to do that, right? It's
now,
a swab.
Gift of Life has developed where you can just have a cheek swab with a Q-tip, and it takes your markers, puts it into the registry, and then you become a viable candidate to match with somebody who's desperately in need of a life-saving.
And there is a need too, isn't there? You were starting to tell me about the need that exists.
I want to say that, you know, it is not a the registry is not very diverse right now. There are a lot of communities that are underserved, and we want everyone to get a match who needs one. Our campaign is called HUGE, Help Us Get Everyone. In the Hispanic, Black, Asian communities, there's really a very great need to boost up those, because of the matches come from your ethnic background, which is where your DNA comes from. So
yes, and a lot of people really should be aware of that. That's part of why we're doing this. There's a website, we want to make sure it's up on the screen right there, and it's giftoflife.org.
Yes.
If people go there, they can order a kit, right?
They can order kits so that they can just do the swabbing on themselves or anybody they choose to involve. You can go there to make a donation. You can go there to facilitate a drive that Gift of Life will come and run for you or with you. And so there are many, many ways to get involved and to help us boost the registry so that every single person who is really battling one of these, you know, life-threatening illnesses can get a match.
And I know
have
you're
a life
working
saved.
very hard to help other people just like yourself.
Well,
I mean,
I really know now what it means to pay it forward.
You do.
This is my gift.
Personal experience, right?
Absolutely.
And you're able to tell people about it and encourage people and give them hope, which is so important.
Yes, and I want to say that back in the days of Hollywood, they made it look very different. It's really a simple taking of blood from the arm almost 90% of the time. And by doing that, just like giving blood, you're collecting the valuable cells that will go to be those to save a life.
Wendy Siegel, shake my hand.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here. Gift of Life, okay? All good things. Good holidays, too.